Hi guys, what's up? Welcome to my YouTube channel Nature and Cosmos। इसमें मैं आपसे डिस्कस करूंगा नेचर एंड यूनिवर्स यानी कॉस्मोस के बारे में, कुछ स्टार्टलिंग फैक्ट्स और डिस्कवरी इन द ईजीएस्ट पॉसिबल वे। अभी मैंने एक सीरीज शुरू की है ऑन प्लांट गाइड which is simply going to talk about how to identify trees and then the different types of trees, उनका texture, structure, medicinal value and so on. Have you ever wondered how trees are recognized? How this tree is different from that tree or that? If you are interested and intrigued at the same time, then this video will help you. चलो देखते हैं। First, let's talk about the parts of a tree. Leaves. Leaves are the first clue to identify a tree. Majority of them are arranged either alternatively or in opposite pairs. They can be spirally arranged or disposed in tufts towards the end of a branchlets. Now let's look at a simple leaf. The top part of a leaf is known as apex, the corner of the leaf is known as margins, and the lines that you see on the leaf is known as veins. They are all connected to midrib, which is a central portion, and the bottom of the leaf is known as base. It is connected to a petiole, and the end of a petiole is known as stipule. This is a structure of a simple leaf. Now let's talk about compound leaf. It is the same kind of leaf but with a secondary axis and a small leaves known as minules. The topmost part is the oldest leaflet and this is a structure of a compound leaf. They can either be arranged at the opposite direction as you see in this picture, or they can be arranged alternatively as you see in this picture. Now let's talk about bark texture. It is a characteristic for most trees and is described in simple terms as prickly, papery, smooth, fissured and so on. Then there is another thing as lenticels, which is the tiny breathing pores in the bark. That's how a lenticel looks. They are more evident on young bark and some species have diagnostic pattern even when old. Now let's look at the examples of the bark texture. They will come in wide variety of color, patterns, feel if you touch them, and fragrance. Then same tree may have different texture based on its age. Now let's talk about flowers. It houses a tree's sexual organ and comes in wide variety of shapes and form. You need to recognize the outermost flower cup and the petals and tell the male organ or stamen from the female organ or pistil. Now let's look at common flower parts. The center part is known as stigma, connected to a style. At the bottom of it we have ovary, which is well preserved within the flower. Together these three parts is known as pistil. Then we have anther connected to a filament. Both of them combine together from the stamen. And then we have the petal, which comes in wide variety of colors and it attracts us and the pollinators. And the bottommost part through which the flower comes out is the sap. It's usually green in color. Then we have flowers in terminal cluster and auxiliary cluster as shown. Now we have tiny flowers. They are often clustered closely together in heads. The most common forms are spherical heads and bottlebrush like spike. You can see it over here. This is the spherical head and this is the bottlebrush spike. Most tree flowers are bisexual with both male and female organs and are known as perfect flowers. Others are unisexual flowers and both sexes may be on the same tree or separately on male and female tree. Unisexual flowers does retain some element of other sex. Now let's look at the most important part that we all like, fruit. They are formed when plant ovaries are fertilized and reach maturity. Most importantly, the fruit houses the seeds. All the various forms of fruit are just different ways of providing packaging, protection, food and transport for the seeds inside. This is a pod which may or may not open on its own. This is a ripe capsule after opening. Fruits are either dry or fleshy and there are many different ways by which seeds are freed when the fruit ripe. So that's it दोस्तों. I hope आपको ये वीडियो पसंद आया. जल्दी से लाइक कीजिए इस वीडियो को and subscribe to my YouTube channel Nature and Cosmos for more exciting video. And दोस्तों जैसे मैंने शुरू में बताया था, आने वाले वीडियोस में मैं और ट्रीज को डिटेल में कवर करूंगा. आई होप आपको वो भी पसंद आएंगे. प्लीज लेट मी नो इन कमेंट्स इफ यू वांट टू नो स्पेसिफिकली समथिंग अबाउट नेचर, ट्रीज एंड कॉस्मोस.